Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Ashen Cast, and today we're having a look at a game played on the European server, and we will be looking at, well, Mr. REKKLES practicing the support position. He did role swap recently. I mean, the news broke, what, around a month ago now, I think. And he will be starting from the support position. And I was thinking which support was a skill expressive support. And with skill expressive, I'm also kind of talking about like how do I put this? A very easy way to see the skill expression, because, you know, different supports do different things. And for example, a really good Milio hits the shields very well, hits very good Qs, you know, can be a little bit harder to tell versus something like the Rakan, who has a pretty obvious way of going in. So I would say that we're gonna start out with this, but we will of course have a look at some enchanters as well, as, you know, it is currently the enchanter meta. So those replays not very hard to come by. We're starting out in the bot lane here versus the Draven Janna on the Xayah and Rakan. Very interesting lanes, very difficult to play against for Xayah Rakan, as here we are looking for the knock-up, not going to find it already. Cleanse going through the Ignite, coming out. Exhaust also coming out. So right now we are just trading summoners, where now the bot lane of the red team here is ahead in one summoner. That one is heal as well, so very impactful summoner. Already setting a pace for the lane, however. Level 2 secured here for the bot lane. So, yeah, very good. REKKLES will be able to hold that. And the level 2 threat is here. We hit the knock-up onto the Janna. Janna hits back with a beautiful Q though. Now abilities are down. This opens up a little bit of a window here for the Draven player to move in and start thinning out that wave again, as I would say that Janna is a pretty good thematic answer here to the Rakan as well. So we're gonna see. But I think that it's not going to be possible to find a lot of good engages so far. Already missed the knock-up onto the Draven, level 1. Let's hope that doesn't happen too much. Alright. Immediately reacting to the fight here in the river, which is very good. The knock-up will be eat here by the Elise. This is not something that REKKLES can control, but with a beautiful roam and the flash forward, the Zed will secure one kill. Needs to be careful not to take too much damage here, but that is Elise already going down here. That is a beautiful advantage here for the blue team, who do manage to take the lead here right now. You know, slight gold lead here in favor as well, as Xayah Rakan going to recall. This opens up the Draven to push out. REKKLES is going to get himself some boots. And of course the control ward. Not switching to the red trinket yet. And I didn't even realize, but this is a Nidalee one trick, huh? Very interesting. Alright, so we have a freeze here. Yeah, I wanted to say, I would love for Rakan to walk up here a little bit and make sure that no one is able to hide in that bush and just gather XP. Alright, Xayah just broke that. I mean, didn't really break it. The freeze already was kind of mismanaged, unfortunately. This was just not in the perfect position.
This is No
Bro,
Man's
what?
Sky version.
Alright, excuse me. I don't know what that was, but I mean, No Man's Sky, definitely not a terrible game. There's a new expedition out right now. Go ahead and check that out. But we are here for the League of Legends. So I don't know what happened to my ad blocker. I also have YouTube Premium. But of course, for these YouTube videos, would like to keep it ad free. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, nice. We find the jump. Oh, the exhaust coming out. Draven, yeah, is playing around the feathers pretty well here, but will be taken down by the Zarya here. Hit the knockup, but Elise is ready to club back. And yeah, unfortunately, the Janna is just able to peel this out. Okay, we are baiting this out a little bit here. The knockup will be eaten by Elise. And we will get out. But the Janna, unfortunately, able to just slow everything down there. The goal right now is to just push this in as quickly as possible. Prevent Raven from gathering all of the XP. Prevent from a freeze being set up here. So freeze will be crashed. As now Rakan will take his leave. Now he's a little bit late on that, right? Which means he will be a little delayed. We'll take a Kindle Gem. Kindle Gem, one of the craziest items in League of Legends. One of the strongest items to build, funnily enough. In that it builds into every single fucking item in the world. I don't think they're, like, except something like Longsword probably. But I don't think there are any 2 item components that build into as many items. It's crazy. Not even Giant Spell. It's so ridiculous. How many things Kindle Gem builds into? How many mythics? How many... Just think about this, right? It builds into Triforce. It builds into Frozen Heart. Frozen Gauntlet. It builds into Stridebreaker, God Drinker. Yeah, it builds into all of the Sheen items, right? So... Ooh, we missed the knock-up here. That is very unfortunate, as Zarya will be caught out of position here. Reckless. Deciding to play it a little safe. Yeah, unfortunately he missed the knock-up again. In that scenario, right now his goal is to get all the XP. If he can get all the XP, then he will still be good to go. We'll be able to hit that ultimate pretty soon. Rakan ultimate, definitely not too terrible, as the Draven and the Janna do hit the ultimate here. Okay, beautiful knock-up landed there. The spear will not come through, but the level 6 here, and he will find... Yeah, okay, so kill taken over, or kill taken by the Zarya. Janna goes to the Nidalee so far. Very good job here out of the bot lane. Setting this one up. Very good job by REKKLES, right? So far, he's definitely showing us that he has the awareness, of course, that you would expect out of a pro. Right? He knows what's going on the map. He's setting it up. Okay, very interesting thing. He's currently just covering for the Nidalee here. As Nidalee now moves out of the jungle, he will move with her. So this is already very solid stuff, right? We're just looking for the Nidalee. We're just sitting around with it. Here, this could have been a little bit more decisive. If you want to recall, then recall a little bit faster. Otherwise, follow the Nidalee. So far, we haven't seen any crazy roam timings, but that's also because bot lane has been quite the focal point, of course, whenever you have a Draven on the lane. You're just gonna get ganked all the time. Because that's how Draven works, apparently, right? So, yeah. Alright, so Zarya already has the very early ultimate, but he does catch the Draven out. The problem is that Zarya, yeah, this is just... Zarya's not in range to follow this one up, and if Draven doesn't commit into the fight there, then this is just a Rakan ultimate used just a little bit preemptively. The idea really good, but just a little bit too early with it. And thus now we lose so many cooldowns, enabling the Elise here to pressure the bot lane out. Elise looking for some strong binding so far. Not found anything. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Zarya will kite backwards, flash on out of there. So now the Rakan and the Zarya are split up. Of course, Rakan pretty good at fending for himself. The Zed is coming in. And people have been delayed for too long, and thus Zed will be able to pick up one kill. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to pick up a second here for now, but Zarya will take the double kill here as Kayle, no ultimate available, will be taken down here by the Nidalee, who did hit a pretty nasty spear there. Almost was a kill with that one. But of course, the Elise was aware. Did sidestep it. This is high rank NA. So definitely not too bad. Alright, so plate's taken. Okay. So yeah, Zarya items, of course, very good. Zarya's very accelerated. Is a little behind in CS, and this situation still was a little suboptimal, even though it turned out great. We can't forget that, you know, REKKLES did make some mistakes there. Also, important to note, he's favoring combat stats here over something like the movement speed to get around the map. Right now, he has Shurelya's. This is one of the biggest power spikes for a support. As here, he is able to create these man advantages now and help out in fights with that movement speed. We'll be using the ultimate here. Secure that kill for the Nidalee. Let's just hope Zarya can survive the dive here. Draven moving in. For sure, Zarya remains at 50% HP for now. Will take a little bit more damage. The ultimate is off cooldown, so now the Zarya is pressured out. And I can't help but notice that Rakan could have been there, could have walked there faster. And I think this is a little bit of an issue because it allows the Draven and Janna to get back into the game. Now here as well, sharing the gold. A little bit of a question mark again, right? Do you need the gold? No, not necessarily. What's your next item? And taking that away from the Zed can be a little bit unfortunate, as it is quite a powerful one. So here, just by roaming, this looks like a really good roam, right? But just by roaming, he did screw over the Zarya quite a bit. And in general, his team didn't really gain much, but lost an entire tower here. As we are going to be trying to escape here. Yeah, with the ultimate, he cannot be stopped. But that's another cooldown down. That's also even more time lost. And yeah, I think there are things to be critical. I don't hate the roam in general, but I think that in the end, it would have been better to just play with the Zarya, not give up the tower. Not allow Draven away to claw himself back into the game. Zarya did stay alive, which is very good, but I think that could have been solved a little bit more. I don't know, a little bit more favorably, right? Alright, let's see. So we're looking at the Rakan right, at the Draven right here. Let's see if Janna is around. Okay, Draven does smell it. He's gonna take his leave as Janna, making her way towards the bottom side again. Alright, so the Shurelya's very beautiful W there. Very good job on that one. Yeah, the Shurelya's was great. The W was great. Picks up the kill onto the jungler here. Zarya able to push in a wave, but isn't there going to be another one? Yeah. Okay, so Zarya will still make the decision not to push it out. It's questionable. Could have been pushed into the tower. But it is what it is. The Zarya doesn't quite have the Gale Force here available. Gale Force obviously quite the strong item on Zarya. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're still in a very good situation. All of our solo lanes are doing very, very well. The jungler is doing very well as well. So now we will be starting to set up vision. This is something that, of course, is like the lowest hanging fruit to focus on as a person that switches to support, is your vision game, your ward game. You know, ward tricks, tracking wards, all of these things. Very, very vital to the jungle role. And oh, as we don't quite hit the knockup there. That could have been absolutely beautiful, but it's not. Then out of energy. Yeah, Zed didn't quite have the energy here to finish out that play. Nice try though, still. Very strong with that Hydra and the Dust Blade. And it seems like so far Kayle not really able to hold her own, but she is level 11 right now, so we're gonna see. Yeah, she's already starting to turn up a little bit here. The exhaust out of the Zarya comes out, but doesn't quite do enough. Beautiful knock-up here as Zed will come and assassinate that Kayle. That #1 threat on the enemy team is now Elise. Going in, beautiful knock-up flash. As Rekklles will get on out of there. Very good knowledge of the range there, very good job. As, yeah, we got away with a little bit of a fright there with the Kayle running us down. Is now Gale Force available here. It's 2 items for the Zarya to 2 items for the Draven. Notable here, of course, Zarya items do have a higher cost. And it's going to be very difficult to play Draven with a Yomu's Ghostblade versus this enemy team. So we will see, as of course Irelia does have 2 items as well. Pretty much everyone on the blue team now. Ornn will be taken down again, as this game is just a nightmare to play for the side laner, huh? 9. Very strong Nidalee here, as Elise on the enemy team is the only one holding on right now. Yeah, doing a very good job taking that one down, as well as Irelia will go down as well. So far it's a 2-for-2, but we will manage to take down the Kayle here once again, making it a 2-for-3 trade with Zed. Of course, getting 1 tower, probably getting 2 here and opening up that base. And that means that the red team cannot staunch the bleeding in this attempt. Even though it started out so promising, right? A solo kill onto the Nidalee by the Elise, and then it all fell down. They even got the Irelia, but it just is not enough. Once the rest of the team shows up, this becomes very difficult. Good knock up, and we're gonna find the kill onto the Draven. Draven can't really play the game versus this Gale Force Zarya. And we are straight moving into that Baron. It is 20 minutes. The Baron will be started immediately. This is absolutely beautiful to see. Something that I wish would happen in fucking Diamond, dude. People just don't do it here. Nidalee will take down the dragon as well. And with an open base. And Baron yet still to kick in. We're gonna see how the enemy team is able to defend this. As, yeah, the Zarya not quite has that Bloodthirster. But, you know, still getting there. Not too weak. We see a Vampiric Scepter and a Serrated Dirk here in the Draven's inventory. Sounds like someone wanted to build an Eclipse. Of course, Eclipse isn't built that way now for a couple of months, hey? So the Ornhorn will be sounded. Zed knocked up into the air, but will be able to get on out of there. Didn't really take any damage as well. Now the offensive Ornhorn can't be used defensively anymore, so that one is lost. Which is reasonably important. Okay, we are engaging onto the Elise here. Of course, Elise just has a very easy out, so I would question the target selection here, a little bit of that engage. But Nidalee will be able to find the kill onto the Janna. Anyhow, 2 inhibitors are going down, and it looks like the blue team is smelling blood in the water here. They will be looking for some skill shots. The enemy team so far turtling very good. There is a last stand possibility here for the Kayle. Kayle ultimate coming out, but we are just not able to take down this team. Outstatted and outplayed, and thus Rekkles will win another game of support. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay more friggin' awesome.